فالشيء الذي هو
Just 1 minute. Just like this, when somebody violates the traffic rule, yes, and the highway patrol stop him. So the first question they ask, do you know why I stopped you? Yes. So if the person concerned will say, yes, I know, because I was speeding. Yes, or I crossed over red light, something like that. So then he writes the thing. If he said, no, I don't know. So then he asks, are you okay? So if you say, you're okay. Yes, so you should go back to driving school. Yes, another punishment.
So,
Yes or not? Go ahead. So now Yusuf is looking at me that you are working with the sheriff. Yes, I am doing with everybody. I do observe things that how can we apply it?
mashallah.
Bismillah.
فالشيء الذي هو به هو ليس هذا الروح ولا هذا البدن ولا هذه المشخصات التي تعرف وترى بادي الرأي، بل الروح في الحقيقة حقيقة فردانية ونقطة نورانية يجل طورها عن طور هذه الأطوار المتغيرة المتغايرة التي بعضها جواهر وبعضها أعراض، وهي مع الصغير كما هي مع الكبير، ومع الأسود كما هي مع الأبيض، إلى غير ذلك من المتقابلات، ولها تعلق خاص بالروح الهوائي أولا وبالبدن ثانيا، من حيث إن البدن مطية النسمة وهي قوة من عالم القدس قوة من عالم القدس ينزل منها على النسمة كل ما استعدت له، فالأمور المتغيرة إنما جاء تغيرها من قبل الاستعدادات الأرضية بمنزلة حر الشمس يبيض الثوب ويسود القصارى. وقد تحقق عندنا بالوجدان الصحيح أن الموت انفكاك النسمة عن البدن لفقد استعداد البدن لتوليدها
لا انفكاك النسمة، لا انفكاك الروح القدسي عن النسمة،
لا انفكاك الروح القدسية عن النسمة. وإذا تحللت النسمة في الأمراض المدنفة وجب في حكمة الله أن يبقى شيئا من النسمة بقدر ما يصح
أن يبقى الشيء من النسمة
بقدر ما يصح ارتباط الروح الإلهي بها، كما أنك إذا مصصت الهواء من القارورة تخلخل الهواء حتى تبلغ إلى حد لا تخلخل بعده فلا تستطيع المص أو تنفقئ القارورة، وما ذلك إلا لسر ناشئ من طبيعة الهواء، فكذلك سر في النسمة وحد لها لا يجاوز
فكذلك سر في النسمة وحد
لها لا يجاوزهما الأمر. وإذا مات الإنسان كان للنسمة نشأة أخرى فينشئ فيض الروح الإلهي فيها قوة فيما بقي من الحس المشترك تكفي كفاية السمع والبصر والكلام بمدد من عالم المثال، أعني القوة المتوسطة بين
المجرد
والمحسوس المنبثة في الأفلاك كشيء واحد. وربما تستعد النسمة حينئذ للباس نوراني أو ظلماني بمدد من عالم المثال، ومن هنالك تتولد عجائب عالم البرزخ. ثم إذا نفخ في الصور أي جاء فيض عام من بارئ الصور بمنزلة الفيض الذي كان منه في بدء الخلق، حين نفخت الأرواح في الأجساد وأسس عالم المواليد، أوجب فيض الروح الإلهي أن يكتسي لباسا جسمانيا أو لباسا بين المثال والجسم، فيتحقق جميع ما أخبر به الصادق المصدوق عليه أفضل الصلوات وأيمن التحيات. ولما كانت النسمة برزخا متوسطا بين الروح الإلهي والبدن الأرضي وجب أن يكون لها وجه إلى هذا ووجه إلى ذلك، والوجه المائل إلى القدس هو الملكية والوجه المائل إلى الأرض هو البهيمية. ولنقتصر من حقيقة الروح على هذه المقدمات لتسلم في هذا العلم وتفرع عليها التفاريع قبل أن ينكشف الحجاب في العلم
في علم أعلى من هذا العلم.
في علم الأعلى من هذا العلم والله أعلم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وصلى الله على النبي الكريم محمد وآله وأصحابه أجمعين. Once again, a brief summary of what we said before. That Ruh, Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi is talking about the haqiqah of Ruh, that what is Ruh is in reality. The philosopher, they have talked a lot about Ruh, but nobody has approached, the ultimate end of Ruh. Got it? And up till now, even, still the scientists, they are working on that, but they don't find. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَيَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنِ الرُّوحِ, that they ask you about Ruh. So say Ruh min amri Rabbi, that Ruh is the amr of my Lord. وَمَا أُوتِيتُم مِّنَ الْعِلْمِ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا, you have not been given from ilm but only a little bit. So means that you know only that this is an immaterial element which gives life to the body. It gives life to the body. That's what the people know about. Now Imam Rahmatullah alayhi is of the view that this little knowledge about Ruh that Allah said about the Jew who asked the Prophet ﷺ about Ruh. And he supported this idea with by the qira'ah of Abdullah ibn Masud, that's also mutawatir. وَمَا أُوتُوا مِنَ الْعِلْمِ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا. And these Jews have not been given of ilm but only a little. So Imam Rahmatullah is proceeding further that now that was the case of Jew. It doesn't mean that we, the Ummah Marhuma, or the Ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, have not been given much more knowledge about Ruh. Got it? That is point number one. Then Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi, he is answering a reservation that then why in Sharia it has not been discussed or debated in detail in Quran or Hadith. So Imam says certain things are there which is not to the approach of general public, and even they don't read it. But if that is debated in Sharia, so that will be beyond their approach, so they will get confused. They will get confused. So Sharia is to bring people out of confusion, not to push them towards confusion. But still, to know something about Ruh that is possible for wise, learned, skillful people. So then Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi says that the first thing about Ruh, that's the source of life. Well-known thing. When you will look into depth, so then you will find that how this body has life. So as we mentioned, that there are anasir arba'a and there are akhlaq arba'a. Anasir arba'a, that is regarding the whole world and everything. The fire, the air, the water, and the dirt. Got it?
Good.
Now, in different living entities, these four anasir or elements, they have different combination. Then in individual also, for example, originally, look at me, originally in human body, the dirt proportion is bigger than other three. In the very beginning. In what?
The very beginning.
In the very beginning. But then in individuals, after that, in individuals, in one guy, the fire element is little bit more than the other guy. That's why he is becoming angry very easily. Got it? Or the air portion is much more bigger in Zayd than Amr. And the air, as you know, that's flowing. That's carelessly. So that's why he's a careless guy. Got it? The portion of water in Zayd is bigger than that in Amr. And the water is that it spreads to its utmost. Look, if you will not put the walls around it, so this little water, it will spread as much as it can. Get it? To grab much more area. To grab much more. And that's why Zayd is much more greedy than Amr. Got it? Or the dirt portion, that is bigger in Zayd than Amr. And the dirt on one hand, it sprouts. But on the other hand, whatever you will hand over to the dirt, so it eat it up. It what? Eat it up. Yeah, just put things there in the earth. Just put a wood there. Yes, and after 1 year come, what will happen to the wood? It has eaten it, or a big portion of that. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So that is greed. That's why Zayd is much more greedy than Amr. Got it? Good. And to treat these 4 bad habits of human, Sharia ordered us after kalima 4 things. Number 1, the prayer. Yes, if in someone the fire is bigger, so look at me, the fire flame is going up. Yes, he will be having istighbar. He will be istighbar. Now, to make him humble, Allah ordered to pray. Put your head on the ground, yes, to practice humbleness, to treat that element. Got it? And do fasting to treat the greed. Or do fasting not to be careless. Not to be careless. And same is the case of zakat and hajj. To treat your greed and to treat your bukhul as well. Not to eat up things of others. Got it? Yes. Then, in animal body, from these 4 elements, in animal body, because as I told you, that look, fire and water, they are against one another. But in the process, if you will give that fire to the water, in the process, if you will give that fire to the means that you put a part of water over the fire, what will happen? The steam. What? The steam will, evaporation will take place. The steam will come. Got it? Now, when these things are clubbed together in animal body, in what? In animal body, so depend that in one. So, actually, 4 mixtures are liquids. So, mixtures are liquid. Happen to the animal body, or happened inside the animal body. These are called akhlati arba'a, 4 mixtures or 4 liquids. Number 1, dam. The blood. Number 2, balgham, the flame. Number 3, safra, I don't know what they call it in English, yellowish stuff. Yes, that is yellowish stuff in the yellow color. Got it? But there is a specific word for that. And sauda, that is a blackish stuff. And that's why, look, blood itself is red. Blood itself is red. But in certain people, their blood is black. Yesterday I was reading in the newspaper, a baby is born somewhere, his blood is totally white. And the doctors are working there that this is a new case all over the world. That the blood does not have color. And they said that the baby is okay, he is healthy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So we said, oh, so the water portion is bigger in that boy. Got it? So now, if somebody's yellowish stuff, that is too much prevalent in his body, so his phlegm will come out, it will have the yellowish color. Yes. If the water is too much prevalent in his body, so his phlegm will come, that will be white and thin. It will have white color and it will have thin. Same will be the case of blood. If the water is too much, so the blood will be red and it will be thin. Got it?
Yes.
Got it or not? If the fire is too much in the body, so then the blood will be dark and that will be thick. Got it? Or not it? Say. Now, if all these four akhlaq and mixture is to its natural proportion, so that's called health. That's called health. That the guy is healthy. If any one of them prevail or lessen from its proportion, lessen? Yes, from its proportion. So then the guy becomes sick. Then the guy becomes sick. Or if any one of these four akhlaq and mixtures are liquid, that will become rotten or dirty. It become rotten or dirty. Ta'afun. Ta'afun, look, the milk which that is expired, if you will smell it, the smell is coming or not? That's called ta'afun. That's called what? Same thing happened to the blood in body. Same thing happened to the phlegm in body. Same thing happened to the safra and to the sauda as well. So when that ta'afun happened to these akhlaq, so then the person concerned is getting diseases and sicknesses. You got it? And that's why the medicine is given to the guy. Yes, that he has a shortage of this thing. Give him iron. Give him what? Iron. Give him zinc. Give him vitamin D. Yes, give him this. Got it? Or not it? So now Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi, he says that this ruh, which is giving life in the very first study and in the second one. In the very first study, it gives life. But a little bit deep. So what is that which gives life? So he said that that is a bukhar or a steam which is taking place in the heart of the living entity. Taking place in the heart of the living entity. And in body, that is as penetrated everywhere as the water in rose of flower. The rose flower, every leaf, rose flower, every leaf of the flower, yes, from bottom to the tip or to the top, it has the water or not?
Yes.
Can you say that the water is here, not there? That's why it smells, and that's why it is soft, and that's why it is green or red. Got it? So, Imam Rahmatullah says that this ruh from head to toe is like the water of flower inside the leaves of flower. Or that is just like the fire in the coal. Yeah? So when you burn the coal, yes? So the fire is in the whole coal or not? In the whole coal. So ruh, that is even, that is near, but that is penetrated to the whole body. Like the water in the rose flower, or like the fire in the charcoal. Got it? Then Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi says that now the human body is getting changed, but nothing is happening to that ruh. Even the philosophers, look at me, they are of the view that, as we said, that the ruh is penetrated in the whole body. That is called al-hulul as-suryani. That's called what? Al-hulul as-suryani, because in the whole body that is. Got it? So, al-hulul as-suryani. So now ruh is in the heart, ruh is in the brain, that's in the shoulder, that's in the finger, that's in the stomach, that's in the thigh, it's in the leg, that's in the toe. Everywhere or not?
Yes.
Got it or not?
Yes.
Now, if somebody, his leg is cutted, may Allah forgive.
Amen.
One leg or two legs. Got it? So that portion of ruh, it goes out or what? Because we said it's penetrated. Does it go out? Goes out? Say, no. Ruh itself is a solid thing. It penetrates, but that's a solid thing. You cannot divide it. You cannot say that he's cut it here from, so now he has 50% ruh. He has 50% body. But ruh itself, he is 100%. And what happens at that time is this whole body was consuming the ruh. The whole body was consuming the ruh and using it. Now this half body is gone. So now the whole ruh is used by this upper portion of the body. And that's why, if somebody is blind, for him to memorize Quran, that is too easy than the guy who has both eyes. Why? Because that portion of ruh, which was supposed to be used by the eyes, that goes to the brain. Whichever organ you will use at that time, so much so that that reserved portion of ruh goes there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
God or not? And that happened to Stephen Hawking. Yes, his whole body was dead, but his ruh was not dead. So what happened to his ruh? He was used because he was using his brain too much. Yes, our case will be the other way around. We don't know what we will use, so that portion will go there. Yes, got it or not it? So anyhow, so Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi says that that's why a person, he was infant, then he was a baby, then he was a young man. He was growing or not?
Yes.
But nasama was nasama. That is not getting less, nor it get increased. That is a solid thing. Got it? So Imam Rahmatullah alayhi says, فَالشَّيْءُ الَّذِي هُوَ بِهِ هُوَ. So the thing, with which the thing is thing. فَالشَّيْءُ الَّذِي هُوَ بِهِ هُوَ. The thing with which? The thing is a thing. لَيْسَ هَذَا الرُّوحِ. That is not this ruh we are talking about, which is the stream, which is taking place there in the heart. وَلَا هَذَا الْبَدَنِ. And look, the human is not that one, this nasama, which is in the heart, not this badan, not this badan and this body. وَلَا هَذَا الْمُشَخَّصَاتِ الَّتِي تُعْرَفُ. And not his qualities, all these qualities which we mentioned, that he was white, he was black, he was white, he was alim, he was jahil, whatever Imam Rahmatullah mentioned before. So he said that he is not that one as well. الَّتِي تُعْرَفُ وَتُرَى بِبَادِيَ الرَّأْيِ. That with apparent sight you can see it. بل الروح في الحقيقة حقيقة فردانية ونقطة نورانية يجل طورها عن طور هذه الأطوار المتغيرة التي بعضها جواهر وبعضها أعراض. Now all these changes which Imam mentioned, some of them are jawhar and some of them are araz. Some of them are jawhar, and for example, his growth. So look, his body is speaking, that is jawhar. That is jawhar. He is becoming white or dark, that is araz. So Imam Rahmatullah alayhi says that but the ruh fil haqiqa, the real ruh is haqiqatun fardani, that's a reality. Haqiqatun fardani, that's in itself, that's a reality. Wa nuqtatun nuraniyatun, and that is a lightening point. That's what? A lightening point يجل طورها أي يعلو طورها يجل طورها عن طور هذه الأطوار المتغيرة. Its form or its shape or its being يجل, that is high. عن هذه الأطوار المتغيرة المتغيرة, from these changeable forms المتغيرة, which is against one another or opposite to one another. التي بعضها جواهر, some of them are جواهر and some of them are they are araz. So وهي مع الصغير كما هي مع الكبير. And that ruh is, this nukta nuraniya or lightning point is with the baby like as it is with the big man. ومع الأسود كما هي مع الأبيض. And that ruh is with the black as it is with the white. إلى غير ذلك من المتقابلات. That ruh is with the jahil as it is with the alim. That ruh is with the Trump as it is with Biden. Yes, إلى غير ذلك من المتقابلات. ولها تعلق خاص بالروح الهوائي أولا وبالبدن ثانيا. And for that ruh there is a connection بالروح الهوائي, with that ruh which is flying here and there. وبالبدن ثانيا, أولا it has connection with that وبالبدن ثانيا, and it has a secondary connection with the body. من حيث أن البدن مطية النسمة, because as I mentioned before, look at me, that body is derived of that nasama. That ruh, we call it what? Nasama. Body is derived of that nasama, and nasama is derived of that actual ruh. Got it? So, إلى أن البدن مطية النسمة وهي قوة من عالم القدس ينزل منها على النسمة. And that ruh, that نقطة نورانية, قوة, that's a window من عالم القدس, from the upper world, the holy world. Upper world is the holy world, which is not material. From immaterial world, ينزل منها على النسمة. Where from? From that immaterial world, coming down على النسمة, on this نسمة, كل ما استعدت له, all that استعدت له, that the نسمة is ready for. فالأمور المتغيرة استعدت له. فالأمور المتغيرة إنما جاء تغيرها من قبل الاستعدادات الأرضية. So the changes which we have talked about, so that change is coming من قبل الاستعدادات الأرضية because of the capability which is related to the lower world. Because of the capability of the things related to the lowest world. بمنزلة حر الشمس يبيض الصوت ويسود القصار. That is just like, for example, that is just like حر الشمس, the heat of the sun. يبيض الصوت ويسود القصار. Not now, sometime back. There were people, the laundry people, they were called dhobi. Yes, in Pakistan we call them dhobi. They used to take the garments and the fabrics to the river. Where? And the whole day they used to wash people's dresses there, yeah, but in heat. In what? Heat. In heat. Now when they were washing and they were spreading that fabric there in the sun, because if you will spread the white fabric inside the room, its color will not be that much bright. Got it? When you will spread it outside to the sun, so then it will become bright. Now Imam Rahmatullah says that is the same heat, but it is brightening or whitening the fabric and it is darkening the washers. Because that dhobi or the laundryman, he is standing in that heat of sun all day, so he is becoming too black. Got it? So that's because of the isti'adadat. It means that the fabric has the capability of becoming white. But in the heat of the sun, the washer, he was not having that capability. His capability was to become dark. Got it? وَقَدْ تَحَقَّقَ عِنْدَنَا بِالْوِجْدَانِ الصَّحِيحِ. And it is proven with us with a perfect wijdan. Wijdan is your inner feeling or inner finding. أن الموت انفكاك النسمة عن البدن. Now Imam Rahmatullah alayh, he spoke about life. Now he is speaking about death. That what is death? So as he means, look at me. One is body. In body there is nasama. This nasama has a connection with the real ruh. It has a connection with the real ruh. And that real ruh is actually a window to immaterial world. Got it? Or not? Now if somebody is dying, so what it means? So Imam Rahmatullah Alayhi said, the nasama is separated from the body. The nasama is, it doesn't mean that the actual ruh separated from nasama. Look, in life there were three things. Here is actual ruh, here in between is nasama, which is your heart, and here is your body. Got it? Nasama was giving you life, he was receiving it from this actual ruh. Got it? And giving it to your body. Now, when death comes, so it doesn't mean that it disconnected itself from this nasama. No, nasama disconnected itself from this body. And as far as their connection is concerned, that is still intact. The nasama and the real ruh, it has the connection. So Imam Rahmatullahi Alayhi says, أن الموت انفكاك النسمة عن البدن, that death is separation of nasama from the body, لفقد استعداد البدن لتوليدها, because the body is no more producing that nasama. The body is not, because that was a bukhar, that was a steam. So now the body is unable to produce that. لتوليدها لا انفكاك الروح القدسي عن النسمة. Moth doesn't mean that ruh al-Qudsi or the holy thing that disconnected from the nasama. وإذا تحللت النسمة في الأمراض المدفنة مضنفة, and when the nasama, yes, they get involved في الأمراض المدنفة in chronic diseases, وجب في حكمة الله, so that was must in the wisdom of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala أن يبقى الشيء من النسمة بقدر ما يصح ارتباط الروح الإلهي. Now look, when body has too much diseases, body has too much diseases, so as we said, that life is produced by the nasama. Life is produced or given. This is a connection like this. In body, there are the four akhlaq. The four akhlaq is steaming, creating, causing what? The nasama. And nasama is giving life to the body. Nasama is giving, that's a circle. Nasama is giving, say, life to the body. Life to the body. So now Imam Rahmatullahi Alayhi says, when the nasama is got involved in lot of diseases, because the body is suffering a lot from lot of diseases, so nasama is also suffering. Got it or not it? So now the hikmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala requires to have the nasama in such a shape that it has a connection with the actual ruh. Got it? And yabqa shay min al-nasama, that portion of nasama must be there بقدر ما يصح, to such an extent يصح ارتباط الروح الإلهي بها, that ruh ilahi is connected to that. كما أنك إذا مسست الهواء. Now Imam is giving us an example. Look, now we are using مخراج الهواء. مخراج الهواء is a pump which is bringing out the air from a bottle. Sometimes the expert, they use to empty a bottle from the air, because wherever there is khala means an empty place, that is not empty as a whole, because the air is there. The air is there. Now if we are not in the masjid, so we are not in the air, but the whole masjid is full with what? With the air. Now the bottle is also full with the air, so they used to, or say it that with mikhraj al-hawa, or with the pump, you pulled out all the air, but a time will come that the pump will not work because the air came out. Now there is nothing to suck. Now there is nothing, but still there is a little. Still there is a little to keep the bottle intact. If you will bring that portion out, the bottle will get broken. Now you got it? Yes. So Imam Rahmatullah said, nasama is like that because of the diseases, if that is too much sucked, but still that is there to have a connection with Ar-Ruhul Ilahi. Got it? So Imam Rahmatullah said, Kama annaka iza masasta hawa min al-qarura, like as you masasta, sucked the hawa from the qarura, the bottle, takhalkhal al-hawa. So the hawa went hatta tabluga ila haddin la takhalkhula ba'dahu. That it will go to such an extent that after that you cannot suck it out. فَلَا تَسْتَطِيعُ الْمَسْ. But at that time, you will not be able to suck more. Got it? أَوْ تَنْفَقِرُ الْقَارُورَ. Or the bottle will get broken. وَمَا ذَلِكَ إِلَّا لِسِرٍ نَاشِئٍ مِنْ طَبِيعَةِ الْهَوَىٰ. Why it happens? So Imam Rahmatullah said, this is nature of air. This is what? This is nature of air. وَمَا ذَلِكَ, and this is not but only لِسِرٍ, a secret, نَاشِئٍ مِنْ طَبِيعَةِ الْهَوَىٰ, which is the nature of the air. فَكَذَلِكَ سِرٌ فِي النَّسَمَا. Such like secret is there in the nasama. وَحَدٌّ لَهَا, and there is a boundary for it or a limit for it. لَا يُجَاوِزُهُمَا الْأَمْرُ, where it could not be crossed. These two could not be crossed in any way. وَإِذَا مَاتَ الْإِنسَانِ, but now when an insan or a human died, كَانَ لِلنَّسَمَةِ نَشْأَةٌ أُخْرَى. So for this nasama there is a second rise. For it there is a second rise or a second life. فَيُنْشِئُ فَيْضُ الرُّوحِ الْإِلَهِ فِيهَا قُوَّةٌ. So now the pouring of Ruh Ilahi, pouring down of Ruh Ilahi, it creates فيها in the nasama قُوَّةً, a power, فيما بقي من الحس المشترك, and what is remained there from حس المشترك. As I told you that everything is printed on your khuliyat, and that's printed in your ruh as well. It's printed in your ruh as well. So the Hiss Mushtarak is actually the central point. What we see with the eyes. Yes, eye is taking picture only. Yes, and who cognize? The Hiss Mushtarak. This is taking picture only. Picture of what? Sound and voice. The Hiss Mushtarak recognize things. Yes, this is taking picture only and send it to Hiss Mushtarak. Hiss Mushtarak is telling you sweet or sour. Got it? This is taking picture only of what? Of smell. They say to you, this is good smell or this is a bad smell, and so on. So let's start Hiss Mushtarak as we mentioned before. Takfi, from Hiss Mushtarak, Takfi kifayat al-sam'i wal-basari wal-kalam, which suffice kifayat al-sam'i, the hearing, wal-basar, and the seeing, wal-kalam, and the speaking, bimadad min alam al-misal. But where from this support is coming? So Imam says that we spoke about alam al-misal, that everything is there in alam al-misal. So support is coming where from? From alam al-misal. أعني القوة المتوسطة بين المجرد والمحسوس. As we mentioned before, look, that there is عالم المجردات, immaterial world, and here is material world. In between there is عالم المثال, roll up model. Got it? So he says العالم المتوسط, that is what? أعني القوة المتوسطة, the power which is in between in مجرد and محسوس. محسوس is the material one, and مجرد is the immaterial. المنبسط في الأفلاك. And that على المثال is spreaded in the aflaq, in the heavens, كشيء واحد, like one thing. وربما تستعد النسمة حينئذ للباس نوراني, and mostly تستعد النسمة, this nasama after death, تستعد, she is very much ready, or that is very much ready, للباس نوراني أو ظلماني, for a very nurani dress or for a very dark and bad dress. بمدد من عالم المثال, and that's also with the support of عالم المثال. ومن هنالك تتولد عجائب عالم البرزخ, and what is mentioned here in hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in barzakh, after death. In barzakh mean after death. So these ajaibat are unique and strange things. Ajaib, these strange things that the ajaibat of alam al-barzakh, that is happening from alam al-misal like this. It means that what you have done, look, as we mentioned before, that every physical thing in this world, it has a model there. And every action here in this world, it gets a model there as well. Yes or not? Yes. So now, when the nasama is separated from the body and death happens, so through alam al-misal, the Ar-Ruhul Ilahi from Alam al-Misal is picturizing that and putting the shadow of that action on the person concerned. So if his deeds were good, so he will be feeling good in Barzakh. If the deeds are bad, so he will be feeling stress in Barzakh. Got it or not it? Yes. So, ثم إذا نفخ في الصور, then when the trumpet is blown, جاء فيض عام, what is the trumpet blowing? So he said that is a general pouring of the Fayz Aam. Fayz Aam means general pouring of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So جاء فيض عام من بارئ الصور من خالق الصور. When the general pouring comes from the Khaliq, from Allah, بمدرة الفيض الذي كان منه, the like of that which came from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala في بدء الخلق, in the beginning of the creation. حين نفخت الأرواح في الأجساد, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blew the ruh in jasad and in body. وأسس عالم المواليد, and this عالم المواليد, this is عالم المواليد. This عالم المواليد, where the things are getting born. So أسس عالم المواليد, that has been established. أوجب فيض الروح الإلهي. So now, when for the second time Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will blow and فيض الإلهي will come down. So أوجب فيض الروح الإلهي أن يكتسي لباسا جسمانيا أو لباسا بين المثال والجسم فيتحقق جميع ما أخبر به الصادق المصدوق. So now the phase of روح الإلهي will wear لباسا جسمانيا, either a material لباس أو لباسا بين المثال والجسم, or that will be a libas or a dress in between matter and model. In between matter and model. فيتحقق جميع ما أخبر به الصادق المصدوق. So there it will get proven whatever الصادق المصدوق صلى الله عليه وسلم, the truthful personality in the creature of Allah, Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم, he has told us عليه أفضل الصلوات وأيمن التحيات. ولما كانت النسمة برزخا متوسطا بين الروح الإلهي والبدن الأرضي وجب أن يكون. Now look, I mentioned the last time, look at me, there, here is the body, here is Nasama, here is Ruh Ilahi. Got it? Barzakh is something which is in between two. Which is? In between. Yes. Now after death, wherever the dead body is, that is called Barzakh. That's because that is in between this world and the hereafter. So it's called Barzakh. So now this Nasama is just like Barzakh, because on this side there is body, on that side there is Ruh Ilahi. Got it? So this Nasama has two faces. So on one face, it is connected to the body. On the other face, it is connected to Ar-Ruh Ilahi. So Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi says, وَلَمَّا كَانَتِ النِّسْمَةُ بَرْزَخًا, when that is a barzakh, متوسطا, in between بين الروح الإلهي والبدن, in between روح إلهي and البدن الأرضي, this physical body. وجب أن يكون لها وجه إلى هذا, so it was must to have a face to this one and to have a face to that one. والوجه المائل إلى القدس, now its face which is towards the holy world, the upper world, that is called Malakiyat, angelcy. What? Angelcy. And its face towards the earth, that's called animalcy. That's called animalcy. And therefore Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Allah khalaqa al-malaika wa rakaba fihim al-aql wa khalaqa al-bahayim wa rakaba fihim al-shahwa wa khalaqa bani adam wa rakaba fihim al-aql wa shahwa. So aql from malaki side and shahwa from bahayim and cattle side. Got it? والوجه المائل إلى الأرض هو البهيمية, that's animalcy. ولنقتصر من حقيقة الروح منها على هذه المقدمات. Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi says that we are going to stop on these much details regarding ruh, and that is enough. ولنقتصر. So we say that's enough من حقيقة الروح على هذه المقدمات, what I have told you. لتصلم في هذا العلم, so it may be being understood and it may be admitted in this ilm. وتفرع عليه التفاريع, to base upon these other مسائل and other تفريعات قبل أن ينكشف الحجاب في علم أعلى من هذا العلم. When you will proceed furthermore to another ilm which is higher than this ilm, so then you will take away furthermore curtains and veils there from the haqiqah and the reality of ruh. But in this ilm, Imam Rahmatullah said, that much opening of the face of ruh, that is enough for you. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه محمد وآله وأصحابه أجمعين برحمته.